Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co, and this is the final video in my 2025 end-of-year purge. I'm getting rid of 55 games today. I think it's 55. I did a quick count through them. It's 55-ish, so maybe 54, 56, 57, I don't know exactly. It looked like 55 at a quick glance. And the goal here specifically, the goal that I did manage to reach with a little bit of cheating, is to get my collection size down to 200 games. So, I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about my collection size, my goals, why I'm doing all of this, and then we'll dive into the 55 games. I will not be spending a lot of time on each game for two reasons. One, most of these, I think 2/3 of them, you've already seen in the previous 3 videos if you've watched those. If you haven't, now's a good time to go ahead and check those out. And then also because it's 55 games, if I spend more than a minute per game, this is going to be an hour-long video. So I'm going to try to keep it to like 30 seconds. I'm going to try to keep it manageable. That's the goal over here. So let's first talk goals. My new goal, my New Year's resolution to myself that I decided on in November, so not really a New Year's resolution, but like a little late. It's a late New Year's resolution, was to try to get down to 200 games. Why 200 games, you ask? An excellent question. 200 because trying to get down to 300 games wouldn't have been much of a challenge because I had less than 300 games, and getting down to 100 felt like it wouldn't be really possible. So 200 seemed like a good round number to get them down to. Why am I trying to do this? In general, a struggle I have, a struggle we all have, I probably have it a little bit more than the average person. I think anyone who plays a lot of games would have it a bit more than the average person, is math. The math of trying to play all the games. I'm probably going to do another full video on this. I've talked about it before, but I always think it's fascinating to do. But just talking about the math of how many games you can have, how many games you play, and how to manage a great collection. This is a good time to shout out to Chris George. If you haven't seen it, I did one of these videos kind of talking about what's the perfect collection size with him. That's another time. Like I've done this before. I'll do it again. I'll probably do a new one soon. But it's basically the math of being able to play all the games you want. In my case, I play hundreds of new games every single year. I think generally I estimate between 300 to 400 new games every single year. That's not counting the games I already played that I already know, and it's hard to keep up with playing absolutely everything. And so for me, having a collection of around 300-ish, I think I had roughly 300-ish probably at the start of the year, and I've been trying to curb it down. It just means that a lot of games don't get tabled. Between trying to cover all the new games, making sure I'm playing everything new, well, not everything new, you can't play everything new, but playing as many new things as possible, while also trying to give love and attention to the games I love the most, means that a lot of my games get played. I recently went through my 5 out of 5 games. I have around 60 5 out of 5s, and over the past year, I believe there's roughly 50 of them have gotten a play in the past year, which might sound not good, because that means 10 out of my 5 out of 5 games didn't get a play this year. But on the other hand, that's 50 that did. That's a lot of games. I do play a lot of games, and I get a lot of fun diving into my absolute favorite experiences, but it does mean that 4s have been harder to keep. A 4 to 5 is harder to keep. A 4.5 out of 5 is harder to keep. They still mostly stay, but they're harder to keep because it's not about whether I like a game. It's about whether that game will get prioritized when there are so many great games that I want to play. And this year I decided that having a hard number to stick to will force me to really consider both whether I want to get a new game, and then more specifically, which new game is that replacing. Going forward, if you watch my games leaving the collection and games added to the collection videos going forward in 2026, one of the things I'll be doing is I'll be saying, this game got added, and I chose this game to leave because of it. Sometimes they'll be the same genre, sometimes they'll be completely unrelated, but there'll be a specific choice. I added this, I removed this, that was the choice I made. And I think that'll make me a lot more diligent about choosing not to keep new things unless I truly love them, and choosing not to hoard onto things that I like in theory, but am not actually tabling. So 200 games is the goal for 2026. We'll see if we can stick to it. Outside of that, some general math as to how that's counted, at least on my end. These are not rules you have to keep to. These are rules I keep to when trying to manage that 200, because it's a little more than 200, but let's talk about the how the math is added. First of all, 200 games does not count unplayed games. I don't count review copies, I don't count unplayed games, I don't even count a game that I played and still haven't decided where it lands. Sometimes I play a game and I know I'm not keeping it, but I'll still play it a few more times till I review it. Other times I play a game and I don't know if I want to keep it, but I'll give it a few more plays. Anything in that progress area is not counted. It's deciding that I will keep or will not keep a thing that matters. Number 2, this does not count family games. Anything, or more specifically, it doesn't count any game I'm keeping because my kids want it. And that's because I don't want to sit there and say, no, you can't have that new copy of 4 Shuffle because it counts against you. To be clear, 4 Shuffle's in my collection. But no, you can't have that new copy of, let's say, Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride's a good example. They have Ticket to Ride. We have a few Ticket to Rides. I'm not saying they can't have Ticket to Ride because then I have to keep one less game. And so to make that math work, I'm not counting my kids' games. They can do what they want. They can keep what they want. Sure, I'm counting games that I keep. To be clear, a game like Baron Park that I think is very kid-friendly and I play with my kids, but I also love it myself, that's in my collection. If I would keep it regardless of my kids' opinion, it's my collection. If I'm only keeping it because they want it, then it's in their collection. That's going to be number 2. Number 3 and 4 will really start to push the envelope, but I am still going to go ahead and have these exceptions. I have a specific exception. There's only like 4 or 5 games in this exception, but nonetheless, for games that are kind of like more party game friendly, games that aren't going to hit the table at a typical game night. They're only going to hit the table a few times a year when I have a large group of people. These are games like One Night Ultimate Werewolf, Quest, games like, I don't even know, like, what's a good example? There are other games. There were other games, Captain Sonar, and I know the games listed are not really like the most party, but specifically, and that's because I'm not counting games like Codenames. I'm not counting games like So Clover. So, meaning, to be clear, So Clover, Codenames, and games like that are in my collection. Those are games that hit the table at lower player counts. I'm specifically counting games that only hit the table when I have like 6+ players or 7+ players. And the reason for that is because I have that player count so infrequently that I don't want to keep a bunch of games for such an infrequent player count and then have them count against my 200, because that's not cool. So I gave myself an exception where I allowed, again, I think it's like 4 or 5 games that are specifically for those player counts. They're not in the normal rotation. It's definitely cheating, to be clear, but I had a hard time getting out to 200 otherwise. And the last exception is legacy games. A legacy game that I haven't finished yet or haven't even started yet, I'm not counting that. I have a few right now. I have a few legacy games that I've played once already. I have Rise of Queensdale, I've Ticket to Ride Legends of the West. These are games I've played already, but I have a copy ready and waiting to be played again. They're not counting against my 200 because the legacy games, they're going to go in, they're going to go out. Legacy games I won't count. Campaign games I will. Legacy I will not. Now that we know how I'm counting all of this and how my collection size is working, if you haven't jumped past this, first of all, you're dedicated, because it's like 6 minutes of me talking about the general nature of things, not even getting into the games leaving. Now let's go through the 55 games leaving. I'm not going to be doing this in any particular order. I will be having to take breaks to put things on the table because I have stacks of games on the floor behind me. I have stacks of games on the table. Let's go ahead and start with a Carnivore Did It. This is great. I think it's a fun game. I enjoy it. It's fun. I always said when I cover this, I said this is a game I'm going to have for a limited amount of time. It's a bunch of logic puzzles. But when ultimately we're making the choice to try to get down to 200, I'm choosing to get rid of it earlier than I thought I would otherwise. In theory, I would hold on to this for longer to play through more of the logic puzzles. I've probably done around 20, maybe 30 of them by now. Maybe probably more than that. They're pretty quick. And I've done way more than that because I've done the session arc. I've probably played like 40 or 50 of these, but it's like 40, 50 out of like 2,000 cases. It's cute. It's fun. I would hold on to it for longer if I wasn't trying to go with a hard limit. Then we have Enchanted Plumes over here. This is a fantastic game. It's incredible. I love it a lot. I also haven't tried pulling it off the shelf in a long time. It's been a long time since I pulled this off and said, it's time to play this. And because of that, I think that means it's time to go. In general, one of the big tenets of this is I don't mind a game that hasn't been played in 5 years. I really, truly don't. That might stay. What I do mind is, have I looked at the shelf, have I looked at you, the game, and thought to myself, I would like to table that this week, tonight, whenever. And maybe I didn't. That's fine. But did I actually put it off the shelf to do so? Enchanted Plumes is great. I can't believe I'm getting rid of this. But a big criteria when trying to get down to 200 was the realization that I'm not trying to pull this off the shelf. I grab other filler games instead, no matter how good this one is. Then we have Marvel Remix. I like Marvel Remix. Same kind of problem. I haven't pulled this off in a while. It's a great game. It's very charming, very fun. If they put out another game that does this, I probably would pick up that kind of thing. I like that puzzly aspect, but it does not hit the table. We're doing a bunch of small box games because that's the stack I have right now. Arboretum from Renegade Games. This is the 4th time I'm getting rid of this game. It's so good. It really is. But I like playing this one. I don't think I like owning this. This is the kind of game that I think that I'd happily play your copy. I'd happily play it at a convention library. But I don't think it doesn't hit the table except when I want to show someone new. It's phenomenal. I think I've just played it out. I've seen the puzzle. Jekyll vs. Hyde. Great 2-player trick-taking game. I have so many trick-taking games. Decisions have to be made. The Gang. This is really good. I kept this for the gateway-friendly aspect of it. But the problem is, most people I play games with aren't actually gateway-friendly. So I held on to this for hey, when I have new people who I don't want to play the crew with. But I'd always rather play the crew. So as much as I like The Gang, it's excellent. It's going away. Naishi from Renegade. Phenomenal game, very solid. Newer game that I played it. I enjoyed it. It's a good system. It's a good system. I have no complaints. I have a hard limit on 200, so things have to go. Expressions is phenomenal. I like a lot of hidden communication games, and I enjoy Expressions as well. Ultimately, it's been a while since I played it. It's been a while since I tried to play it, but I have had a lot of fun with this one. It's good fun. It's good fun. Mindspace from All Play. It's very solid. I think this one is a combination of having too many polyomino games, too many roll and write games, and having played this enough times that I feel I've seen what this game is doing. It's really good. Like, if you like, you know, polyomino, roll and write, accessible, small box, it's one of all plays better games for sure, but 200 games. Oddland. This is another all-play box over here. Very solid fun. Lots of puzzly optimization as far as how you score things. There are so many games that do that. You cannot keep them all. You cannot play them all. Oddspace is a casualty of trying to get down to 200. So is 9 Minute Kingdoms for that matter. By the way, to be clear, almost everything in this video I like. I mean, I say almost everything. I think everything. This isn't a games I played this month that I'm not keeping Purge. This is a collection Purge. Everything here I have very high opinion of. 9 Minute Kingdoms. I hate the box in this one. Like, the box does not fit everything. It's a complete mess. The game itself, very charming, very fun. I think it deserves a better rating than it has. I think some of that is, like, you know, fulfillment issues and publisher issues. But it's charming, simple, fun. Good little drafting puzzle. Oh my gosh. If it wasn't for the box, like, I want to keep this one. I want to keep this. This is actually a really good game. But it's all about trying to line things up and, like, just get 9 cards. It's 9 Minute Kingdom. It actually holds true to that. It's like, I think it's like 12 minutes to play the game. If I keep it, if I save it, I don't know. There's a lot of, I can't do this. But if I do save it, that means something else has to go. But for right now, it's gone. For Sale is incredible. I've had this for years. It's a great game. I will warn you, there's a chance my daughter tries to save this. That's entirely possible. In fact, it's a chance that's true for a few of these. And if that happens, that happens. But I am genuinely getting rid of these unless she saves it. But she loves For Sale. So do I. We don't play For Sale these days. Last time I played it was at a convention with somebody else's copy around 6 months ago. And before that was probably years before I played it. I still think it's excellent. It's really, really solid. But I've also played it a lot over the years. And so now I kind of play it when others want to play it. For me, I'm fine letting go. Courtisans. Very solid game from Pandasaurus. They've been on a general run with a lot of their small box games. This is great. We played it a ton when we first got it. And from there, it's been played very infrequently, if at all. Rule the Smog, Rise of Moloch. A game I once said I would hold on to forever just for the nostalgia factor. Turns out that when you're trying to keep the 200 games, that this is one of the few games that I was willing to hold on to for nostalgia. But I'm willing to let it go at this point. I don't do nostalgia really, and why should I make an exception for games? So it's a hard game to play. It's been mostly replaced by Master of the Universe, which has the same gameplay, but I like the world of this better. I like the theme of this better. But Master of the Universe is a better game system that is very much the same, but allows you to play it on single shot. So, like the Master of the Universe, Clash for Eternia, is that what it's called? No. Yeah, Clash for Eternia. It's a good game. I don't play it because I'm not signing up for 6 to 9 games when I could play a single game of Master of the Universe instead. Art Society. A fantastic game. Fantastic game. There's too many games that are doing what this game is doing, and this one hasn't been one. I haven't tried to pull it off the shelf in a while, so it's reluctantly I'm willing to let it go. Apiary. This is a surprise to me. This is a surprise. I really like Apiary. As part of it is the fact that you can play it on Board Game Arena definitely helps. A lot of these decisions, by the way, are going to be based by the fact that if I have availability of the game elsewhere, that definitely helps my lack of a need to play it here. Apiary is incredibly well done. It's a fun little optimization puzzle. I like it a lot. I will happily play it on Board Game Arena. And in person, it's still great. It's been a year of good games. It's been years of good games. I really like Apiary. It's a good game. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, hard choices have to be made. It is what it is. Enthrone. Enthrone over here is a recent game that got added. It's a fun little hidden movement game. It's very charming, very fun. I've really enjoyed it. Biggest challenge is the replayability just isn't strongly there. It's an abstract strategy game that has hidden movement. Once you've kind of played it out, you've kind of seen, like, and by played out, I mean, like, I feel I got a good sense of what the game is doing after like 5-6 plays. You can certainly play it out forever. It's an abstract tactical strategy game, so it's just like you play chess. For me, I don't feel the need to. I like the charm of new experiences, and sometimes there's exceptions to that. Like games like Tak. I love Tak, even though it's the same exact game every single time. Enthrone, I think because there's a mind game at play, the mind game makes me think that it's not about trying to read every move, but it's about trying to read the opponent. And so at a certain point, I feel I've done the back and forth of, did you do this? Did you go for that? Are you trying to bluff me out here? It's excellent. It's great. And ready to move on. This should not be here. I don't know why this is here. This is the language issue. This is not supposed to be on the table, so maybe it's 54 games, so I counted this. The Quest of El Dorado is completely safe. This is just a wrong box. Anyways, My City. My City, the physical copy is going, and that's because I still have a game session in here. Like, this is a game I've played a lot, and I have a full game session in here for 2 players if I want to play it. But I played this game so much, and I play it on Board Game Arena mostly at this point. I've played this game physically, like, maybe 4 or 5 times. I don't know exactly how many times. I know I've bought multiple copies of it, and I've gone through it. So I've played it physically 4 or 5 times, and then on tabletop, on Board Game Arena, I've played it like 7 or 8 times. I have more log plays. If you count every individual session of My City, this is my most played game of all time, with over like 300 plays, I think. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe Castle Burgundy's higher. Castle Burgundy might be higher, which is kind of shocking, because Castle Burgundy's a longer game, but like, Castle Burgundy is up there as far as my plays. Anyways, My City's phenomenal. I'm not playing anymore. It's just I don't feel the need to, I think most of my recent plays have been playing it on Board Game Arena. I've also played this one enough times that the charm of playing it, I still enjoy playing on BGA. It's great for distracting myself when I don't want Facebook to be a distractor. But in person, I think I'm fine eventually letting go after like 300 plays. Then we have over here, we have Binho. Binho is it's a flicking game. I like it, but I'd rather play Crokinole or a few other games. I have Waykick. I own Waykick, which takes up more space, granted, but it's a better game. I have Shuffleboard. I have other games that are doing what this game is doing. That is batch 1. So give me a second while I move batch 1. Actually, no, I still have more in batch 1 before I retire for the next batch. Let's go ahead and move these off to the side, trying not to have any games fall over. And oh my gosh, this is gonna be a problem. This table hopefully can support everything. Okay, we got a few more over here. Last Light. I'm as surprised as you are. This is not an easy choice. Actually, maybe I'm not surprised. I don't remember if I said in one of the videos that this was going. Because, again, the 2/3 of these I said in the other videos. This is like the wrap-up of covering it all. Last Light is excellent. It's phenomenal. It's been a while since I played it. The biggest issue I have is that the more I played this game, the more it is very, very good. I think it's phenomenal. But also, I think it's the same kind of core puzzle every single time. So, I've liked it, I've enjoyed it, and I've played enough that I'm fine moving on from it. But it is a very, very solid game. Then we have Dune. Dune War for Arrakis. This is great, but I also don't play 2-hour-long 2-player games, or at least very infrequently. And the one I keep holding on to is Rum and Bones. Because unlike the Dune War for Arrakis, Rum and Bones I actually do consider playing. Even though I haven't played it in over a year, I do consider playing it all the time. I was like, maybe today you should play Rum and Bones. But I also don't have 2 players playing a 2-hour game very often, which is the challenge. So Dune just won't get tabled because Rum and Bones will come first. And Rum and Bones has been over a year, even with that. So what's a guy to do? Amerigo. Stefan Feld's Amerigo. I might try to give this a try again if Queen Games does a City Collection version, because I sometimes use it as an excuse to try games again. Amerigo I've played a long time ago. I've held on to it because of I really like Stefan Feld, and I like trying his games. But I also realize that I haven't been prioritizing giving Amerigo more plays. I have fond memories of playing it the first time, and I also remember at the time that I wasn't yet wowed enough. Like some of his other games, like Bruges or Castle Burgundy, or other Stefan Feld games. There's others. What is it? Cusco. There's certain Stefan Feld games that I absolutely adore and love, and there's others that I think are amazing, and I'd prioritize the ones I adore and love. And then we have over here, Empire's Age of Discovery, which I saw has a new version coming out soon. I have phenomenal memories of playing this game. I have such fond memories of, I think it's an excellent experience. It's been a long time. A long, long time. I actually tried getting rid of it in a collection purge 2 years ago, I think. I haven't played it since then. I changed my mind last minute. I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep it. It's a great game. I still haven't played it. I do have the hypothetical hope that I would play it, but time has shown that it's not getting tabled. And so as much as that sucks, it's not going to stay. Give me a second here while I move all these things off to the side, because we need to give you batch number 2. There's going to be like 3 batches of here, because again, 55 games. So let me just move these off, and then elevate some more games to the table, where I can promptly tell you the other ones that will shortly be gotten rid of. Sorry if you hear me like grunting-ish as I try to grab things. It's because I'm grunting as I try to grab things. Okay, we got those over there. That's these. Oh. Things fell. Balancing things on a table's edge apparently is not the way to do things. Let's go ahead and do this here. Let's bring these back up over here. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. One more batch on this side. Okay, we're back. So, next up, let's do the side first. We have River Valley Glassworks. It's very solid. I enjoy it. I think the overall puzzle of it, I get just as much satisfaction out of other kind of just tile, like, point-scoring acquisition games. This is fun. The solo mode is honestly the main reason I debated holding on to it, because the solo mode is fun, and I haven't played through all the solo modes yet. Under Falling Skies. It's been a good run. One of the earlier games I covered on the channel, an excellent game from CGE, a fun solo puzzle that eventually, after 5-6 years now, I finally feel I have played out what the game is doing. It's excellent. It's a dice optimization puzzle. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get rid of a game that you truly love, but you realize you're not turning to in a while. It's been a while since I played Under Falling Skies. It's been I don't know how long it's been, but it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. This claim, if you're like, that box of claim does not exist, that's correct, because this box of claim is basically the Adventurer's Nephris Judgment with me taking the giant box of claim that's ridiculous and consolidating it all into here. This is claim big box in manageable bags, all sleeved cards, everything ready to go, much more accessible and easy to dive into. Claim is great, but I haven't played in a while. Two-player trick-taking game, it's not my usual go-to. I find I pull out other games instead. Also, it's on BGA now, if I want to play it there. Then we have Harmonies. Harmonies is phenomenal. Gave this a 4.5 out of 5. I'd still rather play Cascadia. I'd rather play Spectacular. I'd rather play, what's the newest one? Oh my gosh, I'd rather play, the newest one I'm really enjoying is, from CG, ironically, speaking of this, Wispwood. Wispwood is fantastic. Will Wispwood see the same fate as Harmonies in a year and a half? Maybe. I don't know. But for right now, Harmonies, I decided it's fine to let go. Crusaders, I will be done. I have fond memories playing this one. The base version is on BGA. The main reason I want to hold on to it is for the expansion content, but I think I'm comfortable just playing this one on BGA. It's kind of just more guilty fun. It's not an amazing, incredible experience. It's just a good time overall. Then we have over here, moving on, we have Ginkgopolis. Ginkgopolis, still in shrink. I covered this in one of the vlog videos. I tried combining vlog and shrink, and I got Shrock videos. Ginkgopolis is great. I have fond memories of playing this. I played this for the first time like 7 years ago at a meetup location, and eventually my box got destroyed, so I got new copies of the expansion along with the base game, and then never played the expansion along with the base game. That's the problem with this. It's a great game. It's truly an excellent experience from Pearl Games that unfortunately went out of business. I think they went out of business. They may have come back into business. I don't know. There's the only critique here is too many games and not being able to play all of them. But Ginkgopolis it's a great game. It's a great game. I'm just trying to choose the 200 I think that are most likely to get played. Oracle of Delphi. This is one I am really hoping Queen Games does a good version of it. We'll see. And the problem with the Queen Games version is sometimes I don't think they're that great. And sometimes, like with Cusco, I think Cusco is a better version of Bora Bora. So I'm hoping they do Oracle of Delphi, and I'm hoping they make it better, because I think the Oracle of Delphi is a great game. It doesn't get pulled out and played. It's a little messy as far as Stefan Feld games go, but it's messy and fun. I would love to see a deluxified version. I think this one could really, really use a good deluxified version. We shall see what happens. Ostia. Ostia is excellent. It's an excellent Mancala piratey game. The expansion makes it even better. The only critique here is trying to prioritize the games I'm playing. There's no easy answers. There's no easy answers. It's just trying to get on 200. The Great Wall. This is a hard one. The Great Wall has been in my collection for a while. I think it's one of Awakened Realms' better games. And you're like, well, you're getting rid of one of Awakened Realms' better games? Yeah. The issue with this one is, first of all, it's long. It's not a short game to begin with. It is a little messy as far as the game goes. I've always had a problem with the fact that the worker placement puzzle always felt like the little guessing game of where people are going to place their workers. I never loved that part. I loved the generals and advisors. I still love the generals and advisors. With the Black Powder expansion, oh my gosh, this game is so good. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to get down to 200. This doesn't get tabled a lot. It's very, very good. It's been a while since I played it. That's this side. Let's go ahead and shove these over to the side, hopefully not knocking things onto the floor again. And let's go to this side over here. So, over here, we have Mountain Goats. This is just an expansion box. You can ignore this. Nothing really. This is just an expansion box. Mountain Goats. I'm getting rid of this one because Mountain Goats Legacy does everything Mountain Goats does. Yes, it's replayable. So Mountain Goats Legacy, when I'm done playing through the Legacy elements, I can just go play regular Mountain Goats, except better. So that's an easy one to get rid of. Then we have Last Minute over here. Although the tricky part is, here's the tricky part. Mountain Goats Legacy isn't out yet. So getting rid of Mountain Goats bought me a space for a new game until Mountain Goats Legacy comes in, at which point I will have to figure things out. Last minute over here. This is a fun game similar to a Carnivore Did It. I wanted to hold on to it for longer to play through more of the puzzles. But it's good. It's a real-time, fast-moving puzzle. It's charming, it's fun, it's simple, and I'd hold on to it for longer, but 200. On Tour. I don't remember if this counted as 1 or 2. I mean, generally, this in my own database of my own games, this counts as 1. But that means leaving, they count as 1 too. That's just how it works. Anything that's the same game, I just count again. On Tour is excellent. It's a really fun, simple game. I think this has been replaced for me by darn it, what's the name of it? Roll to the Top. Roll to the Top is my fun, simple, roll dice and move up the mountain all play game now. On Tour, I have Railroad Inc. And so between Railroad Inc. and Roll to the Top, I think I'm kind of covered on both of the things the game is doing. So On Tour is great. I've had this for a very long time. It's a great game. Motor City, my least favorite of the series of their games, although I'm not quite decided on French Quarter. So French Quarter is still here, although here's the real question. This is where I play games with myself. Do I hold on to Motor City because I count all of those as 1? I don't think I can. I don't think it's the same game. Like, when I say all of them, I mean Fleet the Dice Game, Motor City, Three Sisters, and French Quarter. I don't think they're the same game. It's pushing it. Like, I'll count. That's Pretty Clever. That's Pretty Clever 2. And That's Pretty Clever 3, 4, and The Kids, That's Pretty Clever. All of those count as 1 for me. They all count as 1 game. It's 5 different games that count as 1. It's the same game. But there's a limit to how far I push that logic. So Motor City is gone. It's my least favorite of that series of games. French Quarter, I still need more plays. You might see, like, when you're looking at games I'm going to be getting rid of to make space for new games, because inherently, this problem is only solved for today. Every time. Today, I played a new game today that I want to add to my collection. I have to the end of the month to figure out which game is being replaced by it, because I'm giving myself that grace of when I do my video at the end of the month, I'll be like, this is the video that's going away. So in any given month, I might jump up to like 203, 205, 207. At the end of the month, it's got to go back down to 200. So French Quarter is on the list. I've already started taking notes on the games that I probably should get rid of. Maybe I'll do a video. Maybe I'll do a video of the games I probably should get rid of. I'm torn between the fact that I think that's a good video, but also I think that removes some of the fun later when I get rid of those games because I already know what's coming. And when I say probably should, I mean that I don't want to, but I recognize I'm not playing them as much as I should. So even though I love them, that's what I mean. Anyways, Wildcats Explore and Draw. It's solid. It's great. It's not my go-to roll and write these days. I mean, a go-to roll and write does change all the time, but just right now, this is on camera. Yeah, because everything's on camera, because there's nowhere near enough space, because I'm trying to put 55 games on this table and hoping it doesn't break. Detective Club. It's so much fun. I might try to get a game of this in with my daughter before, because I want to show her this game. Honestly, the reason I did it for this long is because I want to show it to her. It's Chameleon done well. Like, if you like the Chameleon style of game, this is the best one I've played. But that kind of game doesn't get a lot of table time with me. Oh. Maybe I should hold on to it. What player counts is this? It's 4 to 8. So the problem is, a part of me almost wants to hold on to it for when I have a large group of people. But the reality is I like this game just fine at 4. At 4 and 5, I think it's great. I think the higher player counts are actually make it a little more chaotic. I think it's not necessarily better at 7 or 8. It starts to feel more like a guessing game. I think it probably is optimal at 4 to 6. Maybe 5 to 6. So yeah, I almost debated holding on to it for that party aspect, but that's just cheating. It's not, I wouldn't play it at a party setting. I would play it at a 5 to 6 player setting. Conquest Princess, fashion is power. This hurts. This hurts. I'm sorry, Seppi, if you're watching this. This is a great cooperative slash solo slash scenario based game. It's really well done. I can only hold on to so many. Between games like for Loop, the Loop, for example, this to me gives me strong the Loop vibes, but I think I would choose the Loop over this most of the time. It's really good. It hurts. It's a good game. It's like the best game Fighting the Box makes for sure. But like, it's not easy. Speaking of solo games I'm getting rid of, Hellbringer. A big part of this for me was going through games that I mostly play solo and trying to find the ones that I think are going to lose to other games. And for right now, Hellbringer is excellent, but same as Conquest Princess, it's going to lose to other games. That's batch number 2 and 3 or whatever, so give me a second to grab the last 2 stacks of games because we are almost done. We are almost done. We're doing good on time-ish. Oh, you saw those. That's not fair. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let me just grab these over here and pull these off the floor because I'm running out of space and time. Land vs. Sea. Great game. Is it all stored in this? Did I manage to get it all in the expansion box? Wow. Alright, Land vs. Sea. It's a great 2-player game of abstract strategy. Lots of fun. I don't know what to tell you than getting rid of games. Like, there's only so many ways I can say other games are being prioritized. Raising Robots. Some of the best artwork I've ever seen in a game. Possibly the best artwork I've ever seen in a game. The game itself is really good. It's a 4 out of 5 for me. I don't play 4 out of 5s as much as I would like to. Like, they're just... It is what it is. Clash of Cultures. I'm giving up on this. It's been like... I played the original game, and I've even played this version of it. It's been so long. It's been forever. It's been forever and a decade ago. And I don't pull this out and play it. I don't prioritize a game to the table. I think 4X games are not something that actually gets tabled with me. So, at least not infrequently enough. So I'm giving up on Clash of Cultures. This next one really hurts. Quodd Heroes. This is a tough one because I think Quodd Heroes is an excellent game. And then the second edition came out, and the second edition streamlined it and made the solo mode more friendly. It made it just an easier game to dive into, better components, pre-painted miniatures, all that stuff. And then the creator disappeared and said, hey, sorry, I'm going to take a mental health break, and maybe one day you'll see your games. One day hasn't really happened. I don't think it will. And the first edition, I both have negative feelings around the game in general, and also it's not as good as the second edition. So there's a part of me that almost wants to hold on to this. I'm so glad I have the first edition, the second edition is never coming. And there's another part of me that's like, it got ruined by the second edition, both emotionally and practically, and so I think I'm letting it go. I don't like... I would pay. If you offered me right now, okay, so if you were talking to me, and you said, hey Alex, I can get you a final copy of Quodd Heroes 2nd Edition, but it's going to cost you $300. I would pay it. And that's a big thing with a lot of these games is, if the games were gone, would you buy them again? That's one of the rules. If you watch one of my recent videos on managing a collection, one of the biggest and best rules is, if you lost the game and you had to buy it again, would you? That's a good indicator as to whether you want that game. I would certainly not buy Quodd Heroes 1st Edition again. But I certainly would buy Quodd Heroes 2nd Edition if there was an opportunity to do so. So that's just it's a messy one, but it is what it is. Bunch of small box games. Farmhand, great game. The game itself is great. I hate the scoring. The game is amazing. I love the game, but it's been ruined a little bit by the scoring. Panda Panda, fun game, but again, trying to get down to 200. Llama Llama, fun game, trying to get down to 200. Tichu, amazing game with the right group. Amazing game. I hope I play Tichu again. I never play it here. I don't play it here, but it's an amazing game. Sears Catalog. Great game, making choices, making hard choices about what stays and what goes. Then we're down to over here, we've got a few more, in no particular order of importance. We have Sentinels of the Multiverse, both of these. I don't think the rest of the series is going to be finished, ever. I think the newest one is still coming out, but like, they have updates, should be coming in some way. But I do like Sentinels a lot. I think other games have replaced it for solo mode. Like offhand, Sky Tier Horde, I'd rather play Sky Tier Horde. They're both great games. I think Sentinels is a little dated. I have nostalgia towards it. I still enjoy it, but I think it's a little dated. Then we have Ethnos over here. Ethnos is it's a very solid game. It's a great area control game. It's a solid 4 out of 5, and 4s are dropping like flies. And then lastly, we have Tiny Turbo Cars, because as much fun as this is, I think only my kids really play it, and even then, at this point, they finally stopped playing it as well. That is the 55 games I'm getting rid of. Anything I'm missing over here? I don't think so, but I'm sure they'll make it into future videos if there are. This is the tricky part about these videos. Probably should have said this more at the beginning. The reality is, it's hard to... for a long time now, a year ago, I debated stopping the games leaving the collection series. And the reason is because there reasonably can be a certain sense of betrayal if you bought a game based on me loving it and then you see me get rid of it in any of these kinds of videos. I understand that. I genuinely do. Apiary is fantastic. If I convince you to buy Apiary and you see me getting rid of it and you're like, well, you don't even like that game, you shill. I get that feeling. It's why, to a certain extent, it's why I one day said, again, I think it was a year ago, maybe it was 2 years ago, I said I'm no longer doing this video series. Because I think it sends the wrong message. Because the reality is, I'm just choosing where my time goes, and if I told you any of these games are good, it's because every single game on this table I think is amazing. Every single, well, okay, there's good and there's amazing, but every single game on this table I think is good. Most of them I think are amazing. Time is a limited commodity. And I don't know how to distinguish and manage that. If a game is an excellent, excellent experience, I'm going to tell you, Apiary is phenomenal. So many of these games are phenomenal. Oracle of Delphi is phenomenal. Ginkgopolis is phenomenal. Harmonies is phenomenal. Ostia is incredible. Quodd Heroes, I love. Sentinels Multiverse is great. There's so many great games here. We all have limited time. It doesn't stop these games from being great. Again, going back to Apiary. If you bought Apiary because of my videos, Apiary is still great. I'm still happy I can play it on Board Game Arena. If I couldn't play on Board Game Arena, it might not have gone because it's that level of good. There's different levels of good on the table. My City is phenomenal. I've played it like 300 times. It can go. It is a balance, a complicated balance, to both be reviewing so many different games every single year, while also trying to be transparent with you, the viewer, about like the collection that I have and how I manage it and what stays and what goes. It is a constant struggle, and it's never going to get easier. Again, if you go to Reddit or wherever, or video comments sometimes, there's always going to be people who are upset at that Board Game Co. guy who, you know, oh my gosh, this game is great. 5 months later, leaves the collection. There are people who will see that, and it's why I wanted to stop this video series, but then enough people said they wanted it, that I was like, you know what, I'd rather listen to people who watch and understand and follow. I'd rather listen to those people, to you, over being concerned about the way it might be misconstrued by somebody who's not like a true viewer of the channel. But I also recognize that even a true viewer of the channel might think, I thought you loved that game. When I rate a game, I mean it. I really do. Sometimes things change over time. Sometimes that's the case. Other times, and far more often, if I find 20 games this year that I love, that I want to keep, that also means 20 games have to go away. It's hard. It's hard on all of us. These are great games. There's limited time in the world. In any case, until next time, this has been your collection purge for 2025. As always, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co., and I hope you have a good one.